second video in 1 month. Who would have thought? So today is the 28th of December. It's that kind of lull between Christmas and New Year's, and I went to see The Man Who Invented Christmas in the cinema today. So I'm feeling super festive and inspired, and I decided to do a quick tour around the house. Not a house tour, but just festive decorations tour, I want to say. In some ways it feels like this time of the month the house is looking its best because I've had time to figure out where stuff works, what arrangements go where, and I often end up buying some discount decorations in the shops, so it's all nice and filled up. And I've put away all the wrapping paper and everything. So yeah, let's start in here. This is just a very simple wreath I bought in pennies this year, and I love that it's brought a little bit of Christmas into the room and it looks almost like a real wreath. And I love the way they've hidden away the battery pack in a little pouch. I actually recreated that downstairs in a little wreath that I have of my own. Okay, now in here, let me brighten that up a small bit and focus. Lovely. So this is my first time having a Christmas tree in the landing. I love the way we can see it from the room and the way it mirrors on the wall mirror there. The reason why I decided to have a tree here is because I wasn't sure if I was going to do one in the sitting room because it's where Kenny works and it often gets messy, so I like the idea of having a tree in the hallway where I can just, you know, close the door to the sitting room and this is our main tree. So I went with battery operated lights because there's no plug here, and I took inspiration from Dainty Dress Diaries, who did a tree with deals decorations. So I got stuff in a very cheap and cheerful manner. Some of it was from last year, then some of it was in pennies, and I went with a purple theme. And I think that maybe these flowers are my favorite element of the tree because I just feel like they're quite different. On their own they might be quite tacky, but as a whole I think they work quite well. And another reason this tree is cheap and cheerful is because my cat, I have two cats, but one of them specifically likes to take a lot of liberties with the tree. Over here is just something simple. We've had that since we moved into the house, which was in five years ago actually, and I still love it much the same. They're just kind of cheap canvas prints. Over here is something I quite like. It's a rail that I used during the year to put all the stuff that I'm kind of currently wearing, stuff that is new. So obviously, let me turn around, it's filled with Christmas bits and Christmas jumpers and tops and all of that. In here is what I call a box room, and let me just, darken it up a small bit. And I like to chill out in here and also guests sleep in here. This is a cushion my mom got me last year and I love it. I love how it fits with the color of the room. Little bunny. And this, is this the smallest tree in the world? I think so. It's just like one string of lights and a few baubles, and it's €3, the tree itself, from the deals. Yeah. And I like the way it matches the hallway one a small bit. Now this is just something I have again during the year. It's a walnut. I spray painted gold, and I did the same with the pine cone, and this is a token from a friend of mine's wedding. It's a bottle opener, but it's also a beautiful key. And then over here is something I want to show you. It's just something small. This is the card my mom sent me, and she knows me so well because see that print there? It's like a vintage drawing painting, and coincidentally I happened to print out the same as gift tags this year, so great minds think alike. And now this here is probably my favorite view of the whole house, because when you're walking down the stairs and you just pause here, you see our other main tree a little tree, and it's just so cozy and festive. These hanging stockings I actually got last year in Woodies because my mum was here, so that's why there's 3 of them, and it also maintains the symmetry. Now over here is one of my favourite scented candles from Home Store & More, Glitter Snow. It just smells like fresh pine cone. And over here I have a lovely tree that I got last year in TK Maxx. Very cute, very small. Little wreath over here from B&Q. And over here we have mistletoe. It's a little bit wilted at this stage, but still nice. I wouldn't make anybody kiss me underneath it. I just think it's cute. And now in the sitting room, this is our main tree. I wasn't actually sure whether I was gonna make it or not, but then I decided to do it, and I'm so glad I did. Last year we had a real tree, this year we have a fake one. And this is probably one of my favorite things on it. I printed some Instax and I pegged a few of my favorite people on it, and every time I look at it, it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And I added a few decorations this year. These doors we had last year, they're from Tesco's, but I added this guy, which is Carolyn Donnelly. How cute is that? And then also this is Carolyn Donnelly, and also these beautiful ice skates are from Home Gallery Interiors in Bourne. I did some dried up oranges, and over here this is actually a decorating ribbon, like for wrapping, but I just thought it would look nice on the tree. And this again is Home Store & More last year, and it matches this little guy over here. Now I must say, I toy with modern Christmas decorations every now and then, but vintage style Christmas will always be my favourite, and always something I'll return to. Then this over here, there's actually 2 cushions, and they're just from Deals. They were €1.50, and I just thought they were cute. Now swinging around over here, we have Princess and the Pea, or should I say Prince and the Pea? That's our little Watson. And I like to have a duvet here because it's nice to just snuggle up at Christmas time in the evenings. The duvet is lovely, has rabbits on it, and it's Kirsty Alsop from Home Focus at Hickey's. These are just cushions from Kenny's mom. They're from Dunn's, I think, last year. I'm not too sure. And then, admittedly for the purposes of the video, I did this arrangement over here. I love this woodwick candle. It was a present, and it's mint truffle, so it smells like candy canes, and it makes this glorious sound. Then over here, I love the elements of this corner, even though I would like the setup to be a little different. I'd like to have a TV up there, but for now it works. This is a radiogram, which is proper vintage we got from a friend of mine's parents, Syves, and we made it work. Kenny put a radio in there, so it's actually functioning now. And I have some foliage over here, a modern record player. And over here, this is quite special. I have to show you this. So I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I grew up with the films, and in the last few years they're really associated with Christmas for me. And it's our 3rd year in a row where we're rewatching all the films around Christmas. So this is just a little notepad from Penny's, and behind I have a little book of magical places from the films that we got in Asda in Northern Ireland last year. Oh, I love how the tree is mirrored in the glass. It's lovely. And over here we have display of special or vintage cameras. This one over here has a particular place in my heart because my granddad gave it to me before he passed away, and my mom's childhood was photographed with it, so it's like from the 1960s. It still works. And over here, speaking of my mom, that's herself there and me when I had darker hair. Back in the hallway, I actually didn't show you this big lantern that I like to fill up with pillar candles. It's there actually throughout the whole year because I just find it makes the place so homely, and it's especially always lit around the big holidays. And over here I have a tiny bit of foliage that I collected. I went to local woods this year and I collected foliage for me and a friend of mine, and it's just so nice to have real pine in the house. It just feels like genuine Christmas. And now here for the kitchen. This is where we had our Christmas Eve dinner, which in Slovak tradition is the big holiday of Christmas. So we had some fish over here with Kenny, and Syne, the aforementioned lovely friend, she gifted me these vintage Irish Santa Claus because she knows me so well. And over here, this is more of forage foliage, and it's some twigs and ivy and holly and cinnamon. And do you know what, like, it's amazing how much joy such a simple thing can bring. Like, each time I look at it, I just get filled with happy thoughts. Look at it there. And it smells nice. I also added some extra scent to it, so it's really, really scented, really fragrant. And over here, these plates are from TK Maxx last year, and so are the napkins. And then these cups are 99 cents from Mr. Price. And this gold cutlery I searched far and wide for. It's Argos. Over here we have what I would call an accidental arrangement, because these are actually cat shelves, but over Christmas I like to fill them up with like nice festive bits, and the cats have restricted access to the area, only under strict supervision. So I think that's everything. I think I showed you all the kind of cute, relatively tidy bits. Everything else is just real life mess. But I hope you had wonderful Christmas holidays and genuine happy wishes for 2018. I think I like to celebrate Christmas and leave up the decorations until at least 6th of January. I don't know how you guys do it, but I'm going to leave it here, and what I'm actually going to do is grab a little notepad, and as corny as it sounds, I'm gonna write all the things I'm grateful for in 2017. For no other reason other than it helps you to realize how far you've come and what the year has brought. And I'm going to write not resolutions, just a list of goals for 2018, just to help focus the mind and actually figure out what it is that I want from the new year. No pressure, no expectations, just do it as an exercise. And I hope you enjoy New Year's Eve. It's one of those weird nights where I feel like a lot of people don't know what to do with themselves, so don't worry, a lot of us are in the same boat. I think I'll just put my feet up. And lots of love to you, and look after yourselves and one another. Happy 2018!